What's up everybody, it's Joe here with Joseph Blake Photography, and in today's video we're going to be talking about what I think is honestly my new favorite budget gimbal, and it's on super sale for the next 2 days. Hey everybody, I'm Joe. I'm a portrait and landscape photographer out here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And this is my channel, Joseph Blake Photography, where we talk about tech and news and reviews and how-tos, and we go out on adventures. And we talk about creating media, whether it's here on YouTube or elsewhere in the social space, or if you're delivering for clients, or if you're just making super smooth video for your friends and family. And today I want to tell you about kind of my new favorite piece of kit, which is this guy right here. This is the Zhiyun Cinepeer Weebill 3E. Now, that's a lot of name. It's at a super low price. So I'm literally making this video on October 7th. The folks at Zhiyun telling me that it's gonna be on a 15% off sale for Prime Deal days, which is October 8th and 9th here in the United States. So I will have links down below, but before you click on any of that, let me kind of walk you through this thing and tell you why I really like it. So I get sent gear and things to review by a lot of different companies, and honestly, some of it is good, some of it is very bad, and you don't even see those videos. And then I get stuff like this, and I'll be real honest, I was pleasantly surprised when I had the opportunity to unbox this. So first off, I just want to tell you what comes in the kit. You're gonna get the gimbal itself. It does come with this little twist off anchor mounted little tripod. It does have standard thread mounts on the bottom. So I've actually been throwing this on my tripod to get super smooth panning shots. That has been one thing that I've done with this. But if you want to set it down on something, I was sitting it on a rock when I when I shot myself out in the desert for a previous video. That is what you get, as well as the anchor plate, which I'm going to talk about in just a second, charging cable, and they did send me, additionally, they did send me their kind of stabilization arm, and the way that this works is it goes on the bottom and allows you to do, like vertical shooting. But I'm gonna be honest, I haven't needed this yet. I haven't really played with it much because I've had no problem. Even with the Canon R5, I've not had a problem holding it just kind of out in front like this, and it's been super easy. I'll put the weight up on the screen in pounds and kilos, but my previous gimbal from the other guys that doing flying cameras, this is my very big and very heavy gimbal. So coming from this to this, very easy to hold. Battery here in the handle. I have yet to be able to drain this battery to dead after shooting for hours and hours. And then I actually shot for 2 days in a row and I forgot to charge it. I think it's rated for 16 hours. Honestly, I don't know how you would get to that. I've never had a video shooting day that's been that long. Maybe that just means that I'm not working hard enough. While we continue to kind of talk about the outside and kind of what's on it, I do want to just kind of point out a couple things. It has these locks, and they just feel, I don't know, it just feels really good. I was really surprised when I got this out and started playing with it because I was expecting something, honestly, to feel a lot cheaper for what it costs. And so I was really pleasantly surprised how lightweight it was, but also just these arms are made of metal. The plastic on the outside feels good. The rubber here is really good. Honestly, I've been just really impressed with it, shooting with it for about a month now. I will say calibrating it is pretty much the same as any other gimbal that you've used. Really easy to get it set up, configured, and then you can really easily access the automatic calibration in the little menu system. And then once it's calibrated, honestly, this thing has been rock solid. Weight-wise, I think it's rated for 3 kilograms, R5, with the battery and card in it is 800 or 900 grams, so almost a kilo. And here's where I run into my first, and this is a me problem, this is not a gimbal problem. I run into the first problem with these. I have one for my other gimbal as well, and the problem is that while this is perfectly compatible with Arca Swiss, which is what I use on all my tripods. I use Peak Design clips on all my cameras because on my bags, and this is my Peak Design travel bag, I use the camera clip system for them. So this just kind of pops in here, and that's how I attach my cameras to my bag. And yes, this is a new 45-liter travel bag. If you've been following my saga with Peak Design, they sent me another one. On all of my cameras, I have these guys on here. That doesn't make this easy. So this is a little hack that I do. I put an Arca Swiss mount on the gimbal, on the gimbal plate. And it works pretty good. Slide this bad boy in here, like so. You lock that. And now just attach your camera. And that took about a minute or so of fiddling with it. Now I'm gonna just go ahead and turn it on while that's turning on. So this is the R5 Mark I with the I've got the 14 to 35 on here right now, which is about a 400 to 500 gram lens. This is a lighter lens, but I have put heavier lenses on here and really not had any trouble. I'm gonna do an auto tune. So while that's auto tuning, which takes about 30 seconds. I do want to also mention that I did tweak some of the settings a little bit, but that was really easy just right here on the little screen. I basically softened it quite a bit so that it would just have kind of like a smooth, flowy feel, which is my preference. I didn't need it to kind of jerk whenever I would turn. So, and if you go into the advanced configuration menu, you can modify speed, smoothness, the deadband control, and that's really all I did. Everything else is default around with this thing, with just pretty much default settings after just tweaking just a few things to get rid of what I felt was just a little bit of jerkiness for my particular style, the way that I was handling it. And the one thing I do really like is that, like most gimbals, right, double press the trigger and it kind of sets it back to normal. Super smooth control. The joystick is fine. It does have Bluetooth control, it does have app control, and the app is really straightforward. It gets oddly not great reviews on the Apple App Store, the iOS App Store, which is where I got it from. Now, there are a couple of different apps that I have seen out there that potentially might look like they're gonna work for this, but I wanna tell you, because I actually had to dig just a little bit to find the best app, because there's the Zhiyun Assistant app that is not the one you want. The one you want is called ZY Play. And then when you bring it up, it gives you the ability to connect. And there, I'm connected. It works. It's fine. I've got real-time control. And then you can also program moves that you can then activate on the app, which is really cool. And one of the main reasons that I like to use the gimbal on top of the tripod, because I like to film myself and get a motion pan shot without needing a camera operator, because I'm normally by myself. So it's hard to get moving shots when you're by yourself. And that's one way to accomplish that. But it worked fine for me. And as I mentioned, like, I haven't really needed the little adapter deal. I mean, I don't do that a lot, but you can use it with two hands. Like, there's still enough room there. Honestly, I've had no issues. So looking at the weight of this, it's got great construction and features. The algorithms that seem to be baked into this work really, really well. Again, I'm not someone who has used a lot of their gimbals before. Again, lightweight, comes in a beautiful case. And really what I like about this is that it's not pretending to be something that it's not. This is designed for small and medium-sized cameras, APS-C and light full-frame cameras like what I have. If you're buying something like this, it's because you're shooting in such a way that you need either remote control, you need really smooth stabilization, and you're on a budget, for weight. So this isn't just about money, this is also about weight. Weight matters, because when I'm not shooting families and portraits, I'm normally out shooting the outdoors, or I'm on my mountain bike, or I'm camping, or I'm out in the wilderness. And honestly, saving a couple of pounds in a gimbal like this, while also knowing that I'm not going to need to charge it while I'm out in the wilderness for a couple days, that is a win for me. So right now, this is $249. They tell me that they're going to be doing a 15% off sale for Prime Deal Days. That's October 8th and 9th, 2024. But there is a code down below, and you can use that code to get 10% off. I don't know if they work together. So anyway, that is it. That's my review of the Zhiyun Cinepeer Weebill 3E, which is on sale for the next 2 days. So if you've been waiting to get a gimbal, get this one. I love this thing, it's great. And if you're into things like tech news and product reviews and that sort of thing, that's what I do here on this channel. So go ahead and hit subscribe. Let me know down in the comments if you end up getting one, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks, bye.